All right, what's up, everybody? We're back with more of Avernum 3 Ruin World. We're in Erika's tower now, so let's head over to see Erika. Ooh, she has some books here. Is there any one of them I haven't read yet? Ooh, Faith of the Anama we haven't read yet. Or the Anima. Fury of the Film, I think we haven't read that. You crack open the book and flip through it. The Fury of the Nephilim. Hermar drew his sword and strode forth from the crude, disgusting mud hut which the foul feline creature lived with his disgusting brethren. Now I go forth, he cried. Now I go and slay humans, and butcher their children, and interfere with their farm animals foully. For that is my purpose on this earth, and the Empire shall never get all of us, no matter what they do. Okay, we'll put that down. Faith of the Anima. The Anima. You crack open the book and flip through it. The Faith of the Anima by Ahonar, Magic. It is the lifeblood of our society. We defend with it, build with it, work with it, rely on it, use it to develop and enrich every aspect of our lives. Or do we? Magic does some good, but also does much evil. The common nature of magic puts power into the hands of all. The cruel, the deranged, the Avernites. In this book, I explain our faith, which seeks inner peace through the control of this wild power. You know what, I think Anama makes most sense to me, honestly. So I'll go ahead and call him that. You stand before Erika, Master Archmage of Avernum. She looks surprisingly young. Only the cold, tired look in her eyes reveals her true age. Her skin is porcelain pale. Welcome, Surface Explorer. I am called Erika. Simply Erika. I heard of your successes and I allowed you to come to me. She seems to be pondering how you can best serve her interest. Greetings to you, Erika the Archmage. Greetings. Welcome to my tower, or at least this room of it. You may explore my halls if you wish, but bear in mind that your safety may be at risk. I have allowed you to pierce my defenses because it has become clear that I should involve myself in the events above. Come closer. There is much we should discuss. I want to tell you my story and give you a boon. Why have you adopted such a simple title? The only use of fancy titles is to draw attention away from one's lack of power. What exactly are you doing out here in this tower? I have many jobs. I am the greatest wizard in Avernum. I am an absolute foe of the Empire. I have an assortment of hobbies. I teach magic, sometimes. Which of these interest you? But there are so many mages. How can you say you're the best? He shrugs. It is a simple truth. There are mages in Avernum whose work I admire, but none of them are any match for me, and none have assisted Avernum as much as I have. How have you assisted Avernum? I would be happy to tell you my story. We'll do that in a moment. Why do you hate the Empire so much? The Empire cast me into Avernum. I will destroy it, whatever I do. I believe you are sympathetic to this. So do you plan to destroy the Empire with plagues of monsters? I wish for the destruction of the Empire, but that doesn't mean I am responsible for the monsters up there. I have no desire to make the surface uninhabitable for humans. Despite what you may think, I do care about Avernum and its people. What are your hobbies? You would not comprehend them. Best you do not ask. And if you do not want any of my hobbies to harm you, do not stray too far from this hall. That reminds me, Madavi asked me to read your notes on the Vontai. Oh, did she? Well, I can't let you see all of my research. She'll have to do it on her own. But I think I left some of my lesser observations around somewhere. Look around if you want, but don't be surprised if one of my experiments kills you. Why shouldn't I stray past the halls? I have experiments acted in my halls, as well as trap students near spies. I would so hate to have to throw your remains into my trash pits. Where are these trash pits? Don't enter my tower from the back. That's where I put my experiments at. Well, don't work out. She thinks, that may be where I left that wand. What wand? He looks annoyed. I was merely thinking aloud. I would be happy to tell you my story. Please tell me your story. She is calm as her story begins, but the more she speaks, the angrier she gets. It's a fearsome sight. I was a mage on the surface, working for the Empire. There was a power struggle. We all fought for Emperor Hawthorne's favor. My side lost. I, Patrick, Solberg, and others were cast down into the depths, and I, their leader, was cursed. What do you think of your fellow mages, such as Patrick? Competent, lesser mages. She shakes her head. Of course, Patrick is dead now. He was a solid man, competent in his way. I mourned him. How were you cursed? She digs her nails into the arm of her chair. They dare to lay spells on me. If ever the light of the sun touches me again, I will die in an instant. I have no hope of ever leaving these caves. For that, the surface filth must pay. What was Avernum like when you were went down there? We found Avernum to be a string of filthy caves, filled with scum-encrusted, beleaguered humans fighting desperately for survival. There were Nephilim, the savage Erika, and a horde of demons. A terrible mess. One of the warriors, named Micah, was trying to bring order, but not having much luck. With the aid of my power, everything changed. Whatever happened to Micah? He's the king now, and has been for over 20 years. He has a few good years ahead of him. How did your power change Avernum? We brought magic to the pit. I found a way to fetch my magical tones from the surface, and using our combined powers, we tamed the squabbling bands, formed cities, formed schools, beat back the dark forces, and formed a nation. That left only the surface filth to deal with. What dark forces did you have to fight off? The demon lord Grawhawk lived in the caves. We defeated and imprisoned him, but it was a close thing. The surface filth? You mean the Empire? I said the Empire must pay for what they did to me, and they did. I sent a band of assassins up to kill Emperor Hawthorne. I'm glad I did it. Then they invaded us, and we killed many more of them. Even after all that, that is still only the beginning of my vengeance. So are these monster plagues part of your vengeance on the Empire? She shakes her head. I wish great vengeance on the Empire, but the plagues and monsters are not my doing. Despite what people say, I am not insane. What proof do you have that you're not responsible? I long to see the sun again, but I cannot. That does not mean I wish to deny that pleasure to those I watch over. I am not responsible for the carnage up there, no matter what evidence you find. Aren't you glad about what is happening up there? No. No, I am not. The devastation up there is not hurting the Empire as much as it's hurting its people. It's simple carnage, not proper vengeance, and it denies the Avernites a chance to return to the sun. No, I do not approve at all. What if we were to find evidence implicating you? Yes, I heard of the symbol you found in the slime pit. She scoffs. I am many things, but I am not a fool. You think I would leave my symbol there for anyone to find, large as life, to lead them back to me? If you believe that, you're a fool. Erika sits in her throne and watches you coldly, as if you were a particularly intriguing new form of insect. Her self-inflicted exile in the tower must be very boring. There are books piled everywhere. I would like to learn more about magic. I have taught those of Avernum for many years and sometimes still do so. You may purchase spells if you wish. Beware though, my time does not come cheaply. Also, if you are able to tithe me properly for my time, I may be able to help you improve the efficiency of your spells. Can you teach me some of your spells? Learning magic directly from Erika herself is a rare honor. She knows rituals which are almost impossible to find anywhere else. Okay, we're definitely going to have to come back for some of these, though. Can you help me improve our magical skills? She thinks it over. This is a very rare privilege and not an honor I bestow lightly. Do a bit more adventuring and maybe I will decide to spend the time on you. I don't need any instruction right now. It's your decision. I have learned more about the source of the monster plagues. I'm glad you have come to me. Tell me what you know. I found your symbol in the slime pit, the source on the surface of the plague of monsters. Yes, I know. That is one of the reasons that I have welcomed you here. Before you judge me too harshly based on that ludicrously obviously attempt to cast doubt upon me, there is a story I want to tell you. Which you already told us, actually, but okay. What boon did you wish to give me? There is an amulet I wish to give you. It will enable me to keep track of your movements and, if necessary, aid you. Can you tell me more about this amulet? The surface is in turmoil, and it falls to you to forge its place in the confusion. I wish to aid you. I can track your progress and provide you aid when need be. For me to do so, you must wear one of my special amulets. Leave to the west and enter the fourth room on the left. Get the amulet in the box and bring it to me. And stay out of the other rooms. They aren't safe. Okay. We do need to find the research for Madavi, though. The shadows in the corner of your vision grow more solid. The spirits who make and serve Erika's food get really angry when someone intrudes on their kitchen. Okay, this was a bad idea. Oh, come on, he saved right there, really? Okay. Let's go ahead and get right through this dialogue real quick. Did I already go? Yeah, I think I already went through this anyway. Okay. He said fourth. I wish it autosaved sooner when we were actually in there, so we didn't have to. The pedestal has a plain copper amulet on it. This amulet is decorated with Erika's symbol, a strange, complicated rune. I got that amulet you mentioned. You present the amulet to Erika. She says, "Excellent. Now I wish to cast a spell bonding the amulet to you. If you accept, I will be able to track your progress, and if things get truly desperate, I can aid you. Be warned, however, I have little patience for those who spurn my aid. This is the only time this boon will be offered. Do you accept it?" Now, this is interesting because I explored both of these options when I played Exile 3 Ruined Worlds as a kid. And ultimately, I did find it was the best decision to accept Erika's aid, even without knowing the story behind the first two games. But even so, even though I'm already very familiar with both of them, even so, Erika, even though she's been unpredictable and all this other stuff, and people blame her for starting the Empire War, stuff like this, she's still done things in benefit of Avernum, especially our first group and, of course, our second group. So she's been very beneficial and has always been in favor of Avernum, despite the fact that, you know, like I said, she's been unpredictable and all those other stuff. So this is an easy decision, no doubt about that. We'll see very much later in the playthrough when this will come into play exactly, but of course, I accept your aid. She grins, an unnerving sight at best. Excellent! He immediately begins to cast a long, involved spell. The amulet glows and sparks fly. Her chanting increases in intensity to a fever pitch, and then ends suddenly. That seems to have been the spell, although you didn't feel anything. I can now chart your progress wherever you go, and can aid you when things are dire. The amulet can only be removed by extremely strong magic. Now go, and good luck to you. That is all I need. Then I wish you luck. I truly do. You can return to the surface. For all my power, I must still envy you. Alright, okay, we auto-saved here, so if this is a trapped room, we can just ignore it. Okay, I'm feeling that's going to be a trapped room. Okay, it's day 15, by the way. Erika's door has an imposing number of potent glyphs and sigils on it, many of them surrounding a polished steel keyhole. The door is locked and none of your keys work. Okay. Open that door. Okay, had a random rat going in that room. I have a feeling this might be trapped here, but fortunately the game auto-saved at a point I like. Can't get in here. What about in here? Come on, kill him already. Okay, autosave. Okay, what did she say about the lesser notes? Okay, we have some cave slimes here. This cabinet is filled with Erika's notes on the Vontai. There are drawing biological notes, musing on their thoughts and philosophy, and many pages of yet unanswered questions. It's all pretty technical, and you don't get much out of it. Though it was obtuse, you did manage to absorb a little bit of the writing. You now know a little bit more about the Vantai. Ward of 20 arcane lore. Wow. Okay. We'll have to remember to come back to that there. Alright, splitting worm. Okay, I see what that one does. Come on, really? Get away from me. Oh. We're definitely reviving him back. And Erika also said she had a wand back here too, so. Oh, yep. There it was. Okay, won't be able to get in through there. Oh, no, I don't want to come back in here. Might have to come back when our tool use is a little bit better. But let's head back to the Tower of Magi really quick. Let's see if that's what we needed to get for Madabi. If not, then we'll have to come back later. Where was Madavi even at? I thought she was at the portal. Well, whatever. We need to sell this item anyway. Or sell the items we looted. Still not enough to get me new spells necessarily. I was able to read Erika's notes on the Vantai. You tell her what you learned. Madabi seems strangely relieved. That is all you found? Oh, that doesn't sound bad. It doesn't sound like she's far ahead of me at all. The vaunted Erika doesn't know as much as she lets on. Let me tell you what I've learned. She spent some time describing to you what she knows about the Vantai. It's very instructive. Your knowledge of Vantai lore improves. Okay, so we don't have the money to buy spells from Erika, at least right now, but let's go ahead. At least we got that quest completed. Let's go ahead and buy the second level of Simulacrum real quick, and then we'll Finally go back to the surface after all that mess. The second plague, however, I'm not really worried about getting a buttload of spells at this moment, but I do want to get Capture Soul and Simulacrum at both levels like right away, though. Alright, one more level of Simulacrum, which is good. In the meantime, though, alright, make sure I'm not missing any quests here. We do have these other quests we found on the job board in Silver, and we also have that Find Dominique one to clear out as well. Okay, it doesn't look like an Aximator has more dialogue regarding Erika. Wait, does she have any additional? I know, okay, it looks like Mary doesn't have any more info for us right now. Or not more info, I mean extra dialogue for going to the surface. Why, you are the talk of the fort. Every day we trade gossip about what you have been doing and finding up there. An Aximator wants the information to stay secret, but little bits of it leak out. Well, it doesn't surprise me, really. Alright, first thing I'm going to do real quick is clear out this quest here, find Dominique, since we found her in New Formello. We can work on some of these other ones that we got before heading over to the next plague, pretty much. You meet a militia group. They're inexperienced warriors banded together to protect their home. They introduce themselves and say they're from the city of Krijan, not far away. They seem quite happy. They tell you that they're on patrol looking for slimes, but that they haven't seen any for a while. Don't be careless, but we think we may have seen the worst of it. They're so relieved that they don't seem to notice that you're clearly unusual. Your pale skin must mark you instantly as Vernite. They just don't care. Okay, and again we have Erika's amulet to help us out for whenever that will come into play. I found out that Dominique is well and she remembers you. Don't ask how I know. He asked you to describe Dominique. When you do, he grins. You know, I believe you. I honestly believe you've met her. And no, I won't ask how. This news really makes my day. He pulls a pouch out from under the counter. After he gives you the pouch, he says, I used to deal in potions. That's the rest of my stock. I hope they're useful to you. They're strong stuff. Quality product. Alright, so we got some good potions out of that and a good reputation boost as well. Oh, nice. And I hope Benedict and Dominique can be reunited one day. Okay, so the next thing I'm going to do is fight some unicorns. We can do that here. Okay. You're on the road leading north from Krijan province. The air is cleaner and the underbrush lacks the scarred, burned areas caused by the passages of slimes. Nearby you see a friendly and busy inn built here to aid travelers heading to and from Krijan. Okay, well I'm not worried about it right now. Because what I am going to do is, you encounter a small pack of unicorns. The nasty pests are scavenging, looking for garbage or crops to eat. They try to stay clear of your clearly superior battle capabilities. Well, we were hired to kill y'all, so we're gonna do just that now. Sorry again for the camera moving down a bit. We definitely need the money for those unicorn horns, so sorry, fellas. But you had to go. This vale is filled with shedded, rapidly crumbling unicorn horns. The rocks have bits of dark fur on them where the beast rubbed against them. In the distance, among the rocks, you think that you see the movement of small, sickly-looking creatures. You see a group of unicorns not far ahead, grazing on weeds and bracken. Even in Avernum, you have heard of unicorns, the legendary pests of the surface world. They are smelly, dirty, goat-like beasts with a single horn, which the ill-tempered creatures use to impale anyone luckless enough to stumble into them. They are nasty animals, and local farmers will usually do anything they can to wipe them out. Fortunately, this pack doesn't seem interested in you at the moment. However, you could always take the battle to them. Of course. We're gonna kill them. Evil unicorns. I actually like that in this game they're evil pests, pretty much. Not strong enough to impale me, though. Alright, we found the unicorn grotto where we are going to go recover this possible horn right here. And then sometime after that, we're also going to get this wolf rider bounty. So that'll be upcoming, but I'm going to go ahead and save the game right here. But when I'll see you all soon with the next part of Let's Play.